so today's video is going to be an updated video on my haunted house. A lot of people have been requesting me to do this video, so I decided to sit down and do it. I kind of miss doing this with you guys, like sitting down and talking and telling you guys my stories. Sometimes I do catch paranormal stuff on my camera in my vlogs, so if you're interested in that, check it out. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about my haunted house and just an update on what's been BRB. So like I was saying, so just an update on my haunted house. There has been creepy things that have been going on, and I got it on tape again. So I will insert the clips as I talk about this story. So if you guys don't know this, I have a dog and her name is Candy, and I don't know if dogs or cats or animals like sense these things. I don't know, but I honestly feel like my dog does. I feel like she senses or even sees. Like I personally don't see things, thank God, but I feel like animals have the ability to see some things that we can't see. I don't know, that's just my opinion and my theory. If you guys know more about this, comment it down below. I would love to know and hear your stories if you have animals and if they see things. But here's just a story of what has happened with me and Candy. Usually I would take Candy when she was a baby into my room and she would sleep in her crate. But as she got older, my mom started to take her over to her bed and like she would sleep with her and stuff. But recently, like a couple months ago or like even a month ago, this was actually very recent, I started wanting to like sleep with her because I kind of like love the feeling of cuddling with her and stuff, because during the daytime I would cuddle with her and stuff like that, but then during nighttime my mom would always take her and she would sleep with my mom. But I decided that I wanted to sleep with her one night, and I took Candy over to my room, and straight off the bat Candy started acting very, very strangely. To the point where honestly I got scared like so badly. Like she was scaring me. Like it was to the point where I did not recognize my own dog because of the way she was acting. And that, like, there is nothing scarier than that, because when you see your pet being all cute during the daytime and then at nighttime randomly they start acting up really creepy, like you just don't want to be there. You just don't want to see that, and you definitely don't want to like, you don't want that to happen to you overall. So there I am, I'm just sleeping in my bed, and Candy starts to, I don't know how to explain this, but she started to like, not stretch, but like lean her back down to the point where she looked like a camel, like a cat, you know what I mean? Like this cat position, when cats hiss. She started doing that, but she's a dog, so I was like, what is going on? Like, why is she doing this? So I kind of ignored it. I kind of thought maybe she's stretching, maybe this is what dogs do before they go to bed, because keep in mind she usually sleeps with my mom. So I kind of like closed my eyes on that, and I was like, you know what, it's nothing. So as I'm watching my Netflix, slowly falling asleep, notice that Candy, she's still like, she's not in that position anymore, but she's not sleeping either. To me, this was a surprise, because every time I would lie down with her for like a nap during the daytime, she would always fall asleep. Like in like matters of 5 minutes, if she sees that you're lying down, you're watching Netflix, she falls asleep right away. But for some reason, when I was laying down there and it's nighttime, I would assume she'd fall asleep even quicker. She didn't. She did not. She was just staring off into the mid-air. So then I started to pay attention to her, because during like the whole time while she was there I was watching Netflix, but then as time went on I'm like, what is going on? Why isn't she sleeping? So I turned around and she's sitting on the edge of my bed, and I kid you not, at that point I got so scared, because I experienced seeing my dog looking like, okay, I'll show you guys the clip right now so you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Okay guys, so I just noticed this as I'm editing this video. If you guys watch, she's like looking around, and then I noticed two things that pop up on the screen. I'm doing like double slow motion, so watch in 2 seconds right now. Right there on the left side, I will zoom it in one more time. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so here I'm just rewinding so you guys could see that it wasn't there, and then it comes up and it literally shows up for like 1 second, like less than a second, then disappears. So there you go, you guys can see that it's there, and it's not her shadow because her shadow would have been black. So yeah, keep on watching because there's one more thing that I noticed. Okay, now this part is the creepiest because as you can see, she's leaning over and she's wagging her tail, and the only time she wags her tail is when she sees someone, so that's creepy. And now watch. Her head randomly turns around as if she saw someone again. So, oh my god, and she keeps looking around, and then watch. Okay, so now I'm gonna rewind what I saw, and as you can see on the left-hand side, something white pops up again and disappears. It's very creepy, and obviously that's not a shadow because, like, whose shadow would that be? So, and it's weird because she's looking that way as it appears. So, yeah. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys could see this clip was super quick because I film with my Snapchat because my iPhone has 0 storage. I have 16 gigabytes, so it's very hard for me to like film videos because I never have storage. So every time I want to film a video, I always take out my Snapchat app and I save it to the Snapchat app. Yeah, Candy's just sitting there and she's like looking like this, like as if she's following something. I got so scared, you guys, like, and I watched her do this for like 5 minutes. First I'm like, maybe it's like, you know how like we humans have like that eye worm or whatever it's called when you like see something floating but it's in your eye, or like when a bright light and then you see it, like, I don't know, you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So that's what I thought she was seeing, but then she kept like looking down and then like following something and then doing this. And I'm like, oh my god, this is not happening right now. I'm so creeped out. And Kenny's looking at the door and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna die and my dog is gonna get possessed. Like, great, this is awesome, let's do this. No, but like, jokes aside, I was scared shitless. So at that point, I picked up Candy and I'm like, Candy, like, come sleep, like, come cuddle. And you know what this girl does? You know what this dog does? She gets up, she goes back to the edge of the bed and she starts looking again. So what I did, I took her downstairs because I thought maybe she needed to pee, maybe she needed to poop, maybe she was thirsty. So I went downstairs as I'm drinking my tea, like I made myself tea because she doesn't like when people watch her because then she'll just like look at you and like not go to the bathroom even if she wanted to. So I just grabbed a tea and I started drinking tea, continuing to watch my Netflix. She was just, she was tired. She went to her little bed in the kitchen. So I was like, what is going on? Like, you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, you don't need to pee, you don't need to poo. You look like you're tired because you went into your little bed, which she like never does, but this time she went into her bed. But then when I said let's go upstairs, when she usually like runs upstairs, she did not run upstairs. So she was acting very weird. So I picked her up out of her bed and I ended up putting her into my mom's room because honestly, I told my mom, like, I'm having troubles with her, like, she's crying, and my mom was like, well, that's weird, like, usually she falls asleep, and I'm like, hi, how are you? My room is haunted, even the dog knows. So yeah, Candy, like, she acts very strange in my room, and I attempted to do it again, like, where I took her, and I wanted her to sleep with me. Like, no, she does not want to sleep with me. The whole night, she was just, like, looking and like slowly as if she's following something, you know what I mean? And then she would do this thing where she would like, whenever you give her a treat, she starts like sniffing it and then eating it. So then she started doing that, but there was nothing there. So like, it scared me shitless. So yeah, I think that's the biggest update that I can give to you guys because everything else, like as it used to be, it still happens. Like the thing with the door happens. And then some of you guys, I remember some of you commenting, well, maybe your house is on a hill, that's why your door moves all the time. But no, first of all, my house is not on a hill. Second of all, if it were on a hill, it would do it every time my door is like this, you know what I mean? But it does it randomly. Like, it does it very randomly, even when the windows, and I mean like the windows are shut closed, like they are sealed because I live in Canada. And it's not the heater, because even sometimes when the heater goes on, the door just chills and it doesn't move. But when the heater is off, it could like start moving. You know what I mean? Like, I've noticed these things. I came up with a lot of excuses as well, but it just, I feel like my house is haunted, especially the door. All these things, anyone could make up an excuse and say you're lying, like it's not paranormal, you just kind of like have to think about it logically. But no, like I thought about it, and I wish there was an explanation for these things, but there aren't. Like my dog was like looking as if someone was petting it, or if someone was playing with it, or someone was giving her a treat. Like that's how she was acting. So I think that's not normal, and if it is normal and your dogs do it, comment it down below, or your cat does it, like please let me know, because that would make me feel a lot better. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to cover in today's video, the fact that my dog now sees paranormal stuff too. And if you're new here, my dog is a puppy, so I haven't had her for too long. She's only 4 months old, so yeah, don't comment and say, oh, like you had this dog all this time and only now it decided to see dogs, only now decided to see ghosts. Like no, I've had this dog only for 4 months, and up to like 3 months she was in the crate, and now she's like getting older. She sleeps with my mom or me, but usually my mom, because my room is haunted. Like hello. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's update, and if you want me to do more updates on my house whenever something does come up, give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you like daily vlogging, like vlogs that have paranormal activities that sometimes pops up, you know the place to go. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.